Well, let's now get you the latest on India's vaccination drive, and more than 65 lakh beneficiaries have been vaccinated. Out of these, 55.8 lakh are healthcare workers, 9.4 lakh are frontline workers. 2.6 lakh beneficiaries were vaccinated yesterday, and UP has the highest vaccine beneficiaries, followed by Maharashtra and Rajasthan. So if we break down the numbers, the overall average beneficiaries per site is 48. The total beneficiaries, 65.2 lakh. In total, sessions have been 1,34,616. The average beneficiaries per site yesterday was 34, and the total vaccinated were 2.6 lakh, and vaccination sessions were 7,860. And as you said, the top three states are first UP, Gujarat, and then Maharashtra. Now, the central government has issued a series of deadlines for vaccination of health workers and frontline workers. The government said that by the 20th of this month, the first dose should be administered to all healthcare workers, and then the mop-up rounds for those left should be finished by the 24th. Frontline workers, the centre has asked states to finish the first dose of the vaccinations by 1st of March and then the mop-up rounds by the 6th. The government says that those who don't come forward during this period will then have to wait for the age-wise phases of the vaccination. So let's go across to NDTV's Sukirti now for more. Before that, let's just listen into what VK Paul had to say.
कर्मी हैं और जो फ्रंटलाइन वर्कर्स हैं उनसे रिक्वेस्ट है कि अगर आप छूट गए हैं, आपका एक मौका और है, क्योंकि जब आगे बढ़ना है नंबर इतना ज़्यादा होगा तो, और जो विशेष ध्यान दिया गया है हेल्थ केयर वर्कर्स और फ्रंटलाइन वर्कर्स को, ये जो टाइम रखा गया था इसको इस्तेमाल करते हुए आज हम सब निवेदन करते हैं कि जो छूट गए हैं वो आप अपना लें, उनको एक बार फिर आएगी कोविन के द्वारा, लेकिन फिर उसके बाद हम आगे बढ़ जाएंगे और फिर जो मेन पॉपुलेशन 26 करोड़ की कवर करनी है उसको जब करना है तो फिर उस वक्त ज़्यादा कंडेंस काम हो रहा होगा। तो इसको हमें एक माइंडफुल रहना है कि ये ग्रुप जिनको मौका मिला है वो अपने इस ऑप्शन को एक्सरसाइज करें।
Well, let's go across to Sukirti now. So, Sukirti, the government really trying to now get the vaccination drive going, and it's put all these deadlines so that people come forward if in case they miss from the front line and healthcare workers, and then it's going to be opened up for the age-wise vaccinations.
These deadlines that have been set by them, that by 20th of February, healthcare workers should receive at least their first dose of vaccination. By 24th of February, their mop-up rounds should finish. Similarly, for frontline workers, their first dose is to be received by 1st of March, and then by 6th March, their mop-up round should also finish. But as Dr. VK Paul, the head of the vaccine expert committee, has been saying, he's been requesting both healthcare as well as frontline workers to exercise the option now. The opportunity for them is right now. When there are slots that are specifically scheduled for them, they should turn up at the vaccination sites and get vaccinated, because once somewhere around mid-March, when the public vaccinations begin, then all the job will be a lot more busier. It will be tougher to accommodate others in the midst of those schedules. So that is why healthcare and frontline workers have been requested to turn up on their scheduled dates right now. As far as the general public and the vaccinations are concerned, Dr. Harshvardhan, the health minister, has recently said in Parliament that he cannot give a fixed date as of now, but somewhere around the second week of March or post that, vaccinations are set to begin for those who are above the age of 50 or those below 50 but have comorbidities.
All right. Thanks so much, Sukirti, for joining us. With those details, we're now joined by Dr. Sunila Garg, Advisor ICMR and WHO, and Dr. Hemant Deshmukh, Dean of the KEM Hospital in Mumbai. Thank you both for joining us. Dr. Garg, first to you. So the government now really trying to move the vaccine drive forward. Many have been asking, how does one register? Those modalities are still being worked out?
Definitely. You see, basically, we have to look at a larger number, as Dr. Vinod Paul also pointed out, that we will be ultimately looking at 26 crore individuals from mid of March. So we will be going in an electoral mode also, and we will be having the beneficiaries from that list, and plus people will be able to register at the CoWIN app, and we will be making use of multiple platforms like Arogya Setu and all that, and also through the healthcare facilities. Basically, people can go and tell them, the healthcare workers, that they can go and give their names so that they are registered as early as possible, and they can be getting the vaccine. But in the meanwhile, the challenge is very big in front of us right now, as to, because we are looking at ultimately now 4 crore individuals now also, where you see the governments are also acting very proactively in terms of, whichever are the government healthcare providers, frontline workers, private sector clinics and all that, the platform is being opened and they're asked to, register the remaining people also, because as of now, we do not have complete list of frontline workers also. That's where, we are following a multi-pronged strategy in order to get as many people as possible, both from the health sector and the frontline workers. And we have also expanded the capacity of booths also so that they can immunize more number of individuals.
Right, Dr. Deshmukh, the plan is to have the first 3 crore of healthcare workers, frontline workers vaccinated in the first phase of this vaccine drive and then open it up for the rest. We have managed to vaccinate 65 lakh so far, but those numbers are really lagging behind what we had aimed for. So why aren't, the healthcare workers, frontline workers really stepping up? Is there still some vaccine hesitancy being seen?
I think, good morning. I think on the inauguration of the vaccination program or the rollout of the entire vaccination program in the city of Mumbai, Maharashtra, or the entire country, there is always going to be some kind of hesitancy. Even today, the healthcare workers as well as the frontline workers are still reluctant to come to the centers for a good vaccination shot. I think they are waiting on the sidelines, and once the after effects of the vaccination are seen by them, actually their friends, relatives getting vaccinated, their colleagues getting vaccinated, I think they will come forward and get themselves vaccinated. Some kind of hesitancy is definitely there, but we need to be very proactive. The heads also should, the heads of each person should be willingly and proactively telling these frontline workers to get vaccinated, like the police station in charge, the hospital in charge, the nursing home in charge, the railway people are reluctant. So all in all, these frontline workers who have been working day and night for the last 1 year, I think they should be very proactive, come forward, see to it that the entire immunization program happens as conceived by the center. And once they get vaccinated, I think the general population itself is very eager to get themselves vaccinated.
Right. Dr. Garg, one of the issues has also been because of our COVID numbers coming down, which is again a great, it's such good news that our COVID numbers have come down the way they have. But a lot of people feel then why do we need the vaccine? So that is also something that is being, spoken of. Also in March, when the vaccination will open up for, the general public, will also see the Prime Minister and others, senior leaders being vaccinated. So that should also help.
Gargi, that's a very, very important question which you have raised. It automatically comes in the minds of people that, when the, number of cases are coming down, then why do we need a vaccination? From this platform, I would like to say that infection is not going to lead to herd immunity. We have got a very, big example of Brazil, where they have got 76% people who have already been infected and seropositive, but we have got a big wave of infection going on over there. So we need to take into consideration that vaccine is the only answer to provide herd immunity. And the second part is that basically we have to create information at all the platforms, because, it was pointed out by my earlier panelists also that, police people and all the judiciary people or frontline workers, a part of the reason is also that their heads have to be sensitized that whenever these workers have to come for immunization, they must be released as early as possible so that they can go for the vaccine. Because right. Partly also we see that reason as one of the important things. So we must request everybody that whenever the chance of the workers come, they must go and they must permit their subordinates to go forward and take the vaccine.
Right. And Dr. Deshmukh, do we need to rope in more, of the private sector, more people, more centers for the vaccination drive so it can happen a lot faster?
Yeah. I think this is going to be an election mode itself. So the nearest center would be next to the actual office where these frontline workers are working. And once the entire safety of those people who have been inoculated, the frontline workers as well as the healthcare workers, I think they will themselves come to the center which is nearest to them. Right now we have a few limited centers which are giving vaccination, but once this reach of the vaccination reaches to the doorstep of these frontline workers, I think there will be more compliance from them.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Dr. Deshmukh and Dr. Sunila Garg, for speaking to us here at NDTV.
Thank you.